Hello, hello, hello. Good evening, good evening, good evening. How are you today? I just want you to locate the chat box and say hello to me so I can see you on the chat. Wow, it's going to be a great webinar. And I have some amazing, amazing information to share with you today. Okay, so just give me a hello. Hello, Bento is here. Welcome, Bento. Good to see you. Good to see you. All right. So if I can just have you say hello in the chat box so we can get started. Okay, good, good. I see Raja, you're here. I see Giovanni, you're here. Amazing, amazing. Welcome, welcome. Just locate the chat box and then we'll get started. Let me know once you've located the chat box so I can see your comments. At the bottom, there is a black bar that says chat. If you just click that, you will be able to see all the chats. And if you want to change it to panelists and attendees, then everyone in the webinar will be able to see your comments. Welcome, Pauline. Wow, wow, wow. This is amazing. This is amazing. All right. Great, great. So I have here Maureen joining me right now. Perfect. Wow, that's awesome. That is awesome. Good, good. So I'm going to start to share my screen so you will see what we're going to do today. Today I'm going to talk about a very, very interesting topic. Very, very interesting topic. And it is called Why Don't You Sell? Why don't you sell? It's a webinar that I'm doing. It's about 90 minutes that we are going to do this presentation, and you will learn some fascinating facts about sales. Fascinating. These are some really, really powerful things that maybe some of you know, maybe you don't, maybe you're unclear, but tonight you're going to get really, really clear on some of these aspects of sales. Okay, they're really, really going to help you right now. So we're going to get started. I want you to locate the chat box again if you're just joining me, and just say hello in the chat box so I know you're here, because this is a very interactive webinar. I want you to give me a hi, hello in the chat box so I know that you've located it and that you're ready to rock this webinar. Okay, all right. Perfect, perfect. Very good, very good. Excellent. Pauline, you've located it. Very good. Just put in a hello there so I can see you. Maureen, yes, yes. Raising your hand is good, but I think if you click the chat box, then you'll be able to chat with me so I can see the comments that you're making on the webinar. Okay. Hello, Mike. Wonderful, wonderful, amazing. Mike has joined us too. Maureen, you can hear me. Thank you. Thank you. That's amazing. Pauline, hello, I'm here. Okay, good, good. I'm happy you're here, Pauline. That's great. Okay, wonderful. Let me just go ahead and make the change here. Perfect. Good, good. So you're all ready, all ready. So give me, oh, Nita is here. Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Wow. So Nita is here. Now I can get started. Okay, perfect. Good. So let's get started. I'm going to talk about why don't you sell? It's a very, very powerful topic. And you're going to learn something tonight that will clear off some of the barriers that you have in your business. They're going to clear off some of the obstacles that you have in your business right tonight, right in the next 90 minutes. Okay, so here we go. Here we go. So this is my name, Amit. I am the business consultant, award-winning author, professional speaker, and corporate trainer. Okay, that's what I specialize in. Okay, and now have you ever wondered if there is a secret formula for sales? Like everybody talks about sales, 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 and you know there are 10,000 different things you need to do to get sales. But what if there is a secret formula that you can learn, and once you get it, your sales will just skyrocket? Would you love that? Won't you love that? If you just get the secret formula and you work with me and we apply that in your business and you see some amazing, amazing results. Wouldn't that make you happy? Give me a yes in the chat box if that will make you happy. Yes, it will. Of course. I totally understand. It will. Excellent. Thank you, Nida. Thank you, Bento. Pauline, yes, wonderful. Yes, it will. Excellent. Very good. Okay, good. So that's what we're going to talk about tonight. Okay, we're going to talk about a very, very powerful formula that I'm going to teach you. Now, have you ever wondered why people buy from you or even your competitor? What are the reasons? Why does the person actually go out and buy stuff from you? There is an actual reason that you're going to discover. Now, do you feel more organization in your business will improve your business? The way it is right now, do you think you can use some organization that will really, really help your business? What are your thoughts? Will that help? Will that help your business? If your business is a little more organized, do you think that will make a business difference to you? Big time. Yes, Pauline. I agree. Very good. Your business needs to be organized. Yes, that's so true. That is so true. Okay, good. Now, have you wondered if there is a specific process to improve sales? Specific process, and I'm talking about very specific. Now, there is also, we're going to talk about a proven formula to build relationships. Okay? So welcome to Why Don't You Sell webinar. I want to welcome you to the Why Don't You Sell webinar. We're going to talk about some sales today. And what you're going to learn today is not the regular sales stuff. This is really, really powerful information. So if you don't have it yet, I want you to get a pen and paper ready, because taking some notes tonight is going to help you. Everything that I talk about, you may not be able to remember. So it will be a great idea for you to take some notes, because you can refer back to the notes and then learn more information about it. Okay. Now, here are the rules for today's webinar. Here are the rules. The first rule is no audio or video recording, please. Please, no audio or video recording. If you want the video recording of today's webinar, there is a way to get it, and I will tell you how. It's a very, very easy way to get it. If you like the webinar, if you like what I share with you, you just have to go to Facebook and put in a nice comment about what you learned in the webinar, what insight you got from the webinar. You don't have to share the content, but you just say something nice that you learned in the webinar, and that gives you access to the recording for tonight. Okay, very, very easy. The second thing I want is no distractions, please. I want your 100% attention in this webinar, because the more attention you give me, the more you're going to learn. Okay, if you're distracted by texts and emails and somebody knocking on the door, then you're not going to learn much. You're going to miss some points. The next thing is nothing that I say today is true except if it's true for you. Except if it's true for you, because it is different than what you're used to. Okay, so I want you to really take it from your viewpoint and analyze if it's true for you. And if it is true, then go ahead and accept it. The next thing is, what I teach you is not theories, but they are practical ideas which are applicable in real life. So you can take any of these ideas that I'm discussing, apply it in your personal life or your business, and you will see massive, massive results. Okay. The next thing I want you to know is you need to implement them in an exact manner. Okay. So you're learning the principles, you need to apply them in an exact manner. And the next thing is, do not allow me to move from point A to point B if you don't understand point A. So just stop me right away. Ask me a question in the chat box. That's why I will be checking the chat very, very often. So if you have a difficulty, if you don't understand something, stop me right there, and then we can go to the next step. Now, what's the most important rule? Most important rule for tonight is have fun. Yes, having fun is the most important rule. I want you to play the game. Okay, because it is really a game. You want to look at it as a game. Don't get serious about this, especially about selling. I've seen people get so worried and so tensed when they have to sell to a customer. Oh my goodness. But I want you to actually take that totally out from your mind, okay, and not stress about selling. I want you to look at it as a game. Okay, I want you to really, really have fun, right? Thank you, Giovanni. Because that's how you're going to increase the sales. I'm so fascinated by some of the sales mentors that I have. And the best part that I see about them is they have fun doing it. They actually have fun doing it. And that's why their sales are so high. Okay? So I want you to be in the same thinking mindset. I want you to think about sales in the same manner. Okay? So let's talk about my book quickly. This is my book, Your Profound Success, 7 Powerful Ways to Skyrocket Your Business Using the Internet, co-authored with Mr. Raymond Aaron, who's a New York Times best-selling author. And the foreword for my book was written by Laurel Langmeyer, who's actually a movie star. She was featured in the movie called The Secret, okay, a very, very powerful movie. This is another book that I'm writing right now. It is going to be published in the next 3 or 4 months. It's called The Secret of Wealth. It is co-authored by myself, Mr. Brian Tracy, and my wife. 3 of us are co-authoring this book along with some other leaders in the industry. Okay? Brian Tracy, of course, as you know, is a powerful, powerful person. He's a self-development and business guru all over the world. The next book I want to talk about is the real estate book that I'm writing with this powerful giant, Robert Allen. Robert Allen and myself, we are co-authoring this book. Okay. Plus, I also have some amazing mentors like this amazing person called Jack Canfield. He's the co-author of the book called Chicken Soup for the Soul. Robert Allen, as I mentioned to you, Marcy Shimoff, who wrote the book Happy for No Reason, Dr. John Gray, who wrote the book Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus. Okay. Mr. Bob Proctor, and of course, Mr. Raymond Aaron. Okay. These are some really, really powerful people on the screen that you're seeing right now. And they have been quite influential in getting me the success that I have achieved till today, and actually continue to train with them in order to reach new heights. Okay? And why I'm telling you all this is because it's important for you to understand that this is very, very critical for your success. Having a mentor and a coach guide you through your business is very, very important. I've been on TV, on radio. I've been featured on the front cover of the Canadian Real Estate Wealth magazine. And I was selected as one of the top 100 authorities by the Influence magazine. Yes, that was that's called the Influence magazine, and I was selected as the top 100 authorities. Thank you so much. Okay, good. Then I have been speaking around, on stages. I've been in the franchise show, the Better Business Expo. I've had my own seminars. This was a mastermind that I was invited to at the Royal York. I've shared stages with Brian Tracy, Robert Allen, Jack Canfield, and just some amazing, phenomenal leaders. Okay, so really, really amazing. But today is about you. Okay, today is about you. What we're going to talk about is you. Okay, so I want to know if you're ready for it, because I need to see all yeses in that chat box, because I need to start with this amazing content. But before I do that, I need to see that you are ready, because only if you're ready, then I'm going to start with the next slide. Pauline says, yes, all right, excellent. Bento says, yes. Mike says, ready. Maureen says, I am ready. Okay, all right, you are ready, of course. Okay, all right, I'm excited. Okay, good, so let's get started. Now, do you think you have more potential than the results to show for it? You have more potential than the results to show for it. What do you think? Are your results the same as your potential? What are your thoughts on that? Give me yes or no, or you think it's equal. You've already achieved the level of results that you want according to your potential. What are your thoughts? Yes, potential is way more. Good. Thank you, Bento. Yes. Potential is way more. Yes, agreed. Good. Perfect. So you should be getting more sales than you currently get. Am I right? You should be getting more sales than what you currently get, correct? So why don't you have sales? So give me some answers. Give me some quick answers why you think you don't have sales. What are your thoughts? Throw me some answers as to why you think you don't have sales right now. What are your thoughts? Anything. There's no right or wrong answer. Yeah, I know. There is no right or wrong answer. What do you think? Why you don't have sales? Fear. Oh, yes, that's a big one, actually. That's a very big one. I agree. What else? What else could be the reason? Getting too serious. Mike, you got it. Very good. I like that. Getting too serious. That's true. What else? What else do you think is the reason? Satisfied with what I have. Yeah. Oh my God. That's a good answer, Bento. That is a good answer. Yes. And these are really, really good answers. Lack of knowledge. Okay. Okay. Good. Good. These are wonderful answers. Thank you. Thank you. These are actually really good. I'm impressed. Okay. Good. Good. So let me show you what I have here. Let me show you. You're going to love this. You are going to love this. Pauline says, business needs to come in full view and organize. Oh my God, that's so important, isn't it? That is so important. That's amazing. Yes. Okay. So why don't you have sales? Here's the reason. Because you need to understand some sales basics and business organization. You need to understand something which is very basic about sales, and your business needs to be organized. Okay. Because you can make our world a better place. You can. I want to instill that in your mind, that you can make your world a better place. Okay. But why you don't have sales when you're extremely powerful? Do you know you're extremely powerful? Do you know that you are extremely powerful? Give me a yes in capital letters if you really know this. Yes, okay. Thank you, Pauline. Capital letters, you got it. Got it. Capital letters. That you are actually extremely powerful. Capital letters. Very good. Giovanni says is working on it. Okay, okay. But you are, Giovanni, you are. Bento says yes. Mike says yes. Pauline says yes. Okay, good, good, perfect. Yes, you are actually extremely, extremely powerful. And you've sold in the past, right? So here's the problem. Let's look at the problem first. Let's look at the problem very, very closely, because if you understand the problem, you will understand the solution. Okay? So let's look at the problem first. What is the problem? Is you have a force. You want to do sales. You want to master sales. You want to do so much better in business. So there is a force that you are putting through into your business. Now what happens is there is another force that acts against it. So there is a force that you're putting into your business to actually get sales, and there is a counter force that gets created because you're putting force. This is fascinating. If you understand this, you've understood a lot about sales already. Okay, so the more force you put to get sales, the more counter force you're generating. Have you seen that? You may have seen that in your business. You put in sometimes so much effort to do a little thing and nothing happens. Nothing happens. And you say, oh my God, that's it. It's just not working. And before you know, boom, it gets done. Right? Have you observed that? Have you observed that? It's really, really fascinating, because you get serious and you work really hard. You put in so many hours. You sometimes even spend so much money on it, and you don't get what you want. It's actually you see that all the time. But I want you to look at your life and see if that has happened to you. So you put in a lot of effort, a lot of work towards something. You put in a lot of hours to do it, but there is a counter force that gets generated automatically. And that's why things don't work out in your favor. Okay, really, really powerful. So here's the concept. There is a force and there is counter force that gets created. So you think that you need actually more effort. You think you need to work hard. You need more knowledge. You need to enroll into 7 different courses. You need to do an MBA. You need to do this. You need to do that. But actually what is true is you need to recognize the ability that you have. That's the bottom line. You need to recognize how powerful you are. Okay, so you have to learn a way that you can apply the force with no counter force. No counter force. Wouldn't that be powerful? Wouldn't that solve the problem? What do you think? Will that solve the problem? Say solved in the chat, so I know that you've solved the problem. You're at least on the way. You're more aware now of the problem. This is really, really fascinating, because as long as you have force and counter force, that will give you a problem. That's actually the definition of problem, force and counter force. Okay, that's actually the definition, force and counter force. Okay, solved. Yes, solved. Thank you. Okay, so we are going to look at how to do that, how that's done. I'm going to talk to you a little bit more about this, so you will understand this a little bit more. Okay, if you have any questions, if you did not understand anything, stop me right now so that I can go ahead and do a little more explanation on this. Okay, this is very, very important for you to understand, because once you understand this, you will solve it. You will solve it. Okay, and I'm going to show you in subsequent trainings, I'm going to show you actually how to align these two. Okay, then of course there will be no problems for you. Now here's the fascinating thing. To have money, you need to have a flow. If your intention and counter intention are powerful, there will be no flow. Okay, there will be no flow, because one force is acting for money, but there is another force that acts exactly in the opposite direction for you not to have money. So that's why there is no flow. There is no flow happening, and that's the reason why you don't have money. These two forces are acting in opposite direction, and that's why you will not have money. Okay? Yes. So you need to have an intention without any counter intention. You need to have intention without any counter intention. That is the whole purpose of making money. That's how you'll actually get sales. You need to have intention without any counter intention. Would you like to learn how to do that? Would you like to learn how to do that? Yes. Yes. Sure, very much. I know, Mike. That would be really powerful, right? Yes, good. All right, so let's look at counter intention. What is counter intention? Counter intention is something that weakens your intention and it fights against your intention. So it does work against your intention. Okay? It's very, very important. Very important for you to understand. Please explain. Pauline, yes, I will explain to you. Give me 1 second. I'm going to come out of this so I can do some explanation. Okay. Okay, good. Let's go back here. Can you hear me? I just want to make sure you can hear me and that you can see my screen, because I'm going to do some explanation here so that you will understand what I'm talking about. Okay? Good. Okay. So let's see. Let me explain you here. So let's say, for example, this is time. Okay, let's say this is time. It starts here and you go this direction, and that's time. Okay, let's actually use this arrow so you will know. Okay, so this is time. Okay. Now what happens is there is one time when there was one period when there was no time, right? At this point of time, there was nothing. Here, there was nothing. Here, there was nothing. And this nothing created something. Okay, are you with me? There was nothing. So this is what we're calling as, let's say, for example, spiritual universe. And this is physical universe. Okay, so this is the spiritual universe. So when we started, there was no physical universe. There was no physical universe. There was only spiritual universe. But with time, something was created from the spiritual universe. Something was created, right? So let's say, for example, when it was created, right, what was created was a plus. Okay, what was created was a plus. Let's take this here. When it was first created, it was actually a plus. And that's what we call as intention for now. Okay, this intention came into being. But now the fascinating thing about this plus is because this was created, a minus got created automatically. And that's what happens in the physical universe. Okay, so you, and I'm talking about spiritual universe. Okay, I'm not talking about religious. I mean, I'm not talking about religion here at all. Please try and understand. I'm talking about spiritual universe, or the higher power, if you want to call it. Okay, I'm not talking about any religion here. So when it got created, it got created as a plus, and automatically it generated a minus. So every time you put in a plus, every time you try to do something in life, a minus gets created automatically. That's the power of physical universe. That's how physical universe works. So you might have the best intention, you will want to create only the plus, but the way this works, this entire physical universe works, is you cannot just have plus. It's impossible to just have plus. Okay, automatically a minus gets created. So let me give you an example. Whenever you try to talk to a client about sales, okay, when you try and talk to a client about sales, automatically the client starts thinking something negative about your business. Automatically, it's just the way it is. Okay, so whenever you try to put a plus, automatic negative gets generated. So this is what I'm calling an intention, and this is a counter intention. Okay, did you get that? This is very, very important, and thank you for asking, because I needed you to be clear on this, because I'm going to do some explanations based on this. Okay, so give me a clear in the chat box if you really, really got it. If you want me to explain it to you again, I can do that. Wow, yes, I know, this is really amazing. Really amazing. Once you get all what I'm talking about here, it will be so fabulous for you. You will just be unbeatable, because you're going to get the foundation so strong that sales are actually going to come to you very easily. Okay, clear. Bento says clear. Yes, perfect, clear. Very good, very good. Okay, good. So now the fact is, got it, because universe should be balanced. That's right. That's right. The plus and minus has to be balanced. The only problem in balance is that if you are not aware of the minus, it's actually going to kill you. It's going to kill you. So you need to be aware that the moment you are trying to do something good, the bad is going to be generated automatically. So the trick there is to be aware that something negative has been created, okay, automatically. And that awareness itself makes you powerful. Okay, and that's why you see people who concentrate on plus get a lot of minus in their life. Okay, people who are not aware of the negativity that's going on around them, they actually fail, because they choose to ignore the negative. We cannot ignore the negative. You have to go with the negative. You cannot be positive all the time. It actually does not work. Okay, so you need to be very, very well aware that the negative does exist. Just be aware that it does exist. Okay, good. Thank you for the explanation request. That's good. Okay, good. So let's continue. Let us continue. So something that weakens your intention is counter intention. So the negative that we talked about is the counter intention. So here's the problem. Any area you have a problem is because you are not willing to win and lose with the same level of enthusiasm. So the problem right now, what I discussed and discussed with you, is you want all plus plus plus. You want to have, but you're not ready to let go of some of the things that are there in your life. So you want all plus 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 plus. You want everything to come to you, but you're not ready to give out something in exchange. Okay, so it's really, really powerful. And if you are starting to be aware of what's going on around you in terms of plus, but also try to be aware of what's minus around you, that will make a big difference as to how awareness is going to improve for you. Okay, good. So let's look at the solution now. To solve any problem, you need to understand the mechanism of the problem. You really, really have to understand how problems work. Okay, how does the problem actually get created? Okay, so you need to know how to intend without counter intention. That is the whole purpose of solving a problem. That will be the whole mechanism of how you can solve any problem, because once you're aware of how to align those two, things are going to be so easy for you. Okay? So let's talk about the most important person, who is you. Yes, that's me. Correct. Now, do you know that you're super powerful, right? I told you you're super, super, super powerful. But now what happens is, because you have this intention and counter intention, there is a problem. So that's why you're not able to sell. Now, the whole purpose is to take this out and put this in. Okay, so take out the counter intention and align your intention along with your purpose. Because once it's aligned, guess what's going to happen? Ah, you like it. You like it. What do you think about that picture now? Now we're talking. Yes. Money flows in. Money. Green is coming. That's right, Mike. You got it. Show me the money. Yes, absolutely. And that's what starts happening. It's really, really powerful. Okay. So now you need to know how to solve this problem. So you need to know how to align these two in one direction. That's the whole point. Now, would you want to make lots of money? Let me ask you this. I know you would say green, and can you go over the same? Yeah, sure. Let me backtrack here a little bit. Let me go back here a little bit here. So you need to know how to solve this problem. You need to know how to align these two arrows in one direction. Okay, that's what you need to know. You need to know how to organize your business in such a way that there is total alignment. Okay, you need to be aware that there is a plus, but the plus also generates a negative. It's just a physical property. It generates a negative automatically. You don't have to work towards it, actually. It's a physical property. Okay, it automatically generates a negative. But you need to be aware of that. Okay, good. Now you're aware. Yes, now you're aware. Okay, good. So let's look at this. The missing ingredient, which is the most important ingredient, is actually understanding human behavior. Because once you understand human behavior, you can understand how selling really works. Once you understand human behavior. So let's look at human behavior. So to understand human behavior to the level of knowingness, which is the highest level in the spiritual universe, which is the level of knowingness. So give me some examples of what would be opposite of knowingness. Just throw out some examples. So what do you think some of the opposites of knowingness would be? What's your guess? So knowingness is where you want to be. Knowingness is where all the magic happens, right? That's where all the green stuff is, if you want to think of it that way. You want to reach that level of knowingness. It could be about your relationships, it could be about your life, it could be about your business, it could be about a product, it could be about sales, it could be anything. But you want to reach that level of knowingness in that business to solve any problem you have. Okay, so what could be opposite of knowingness for you? Lack of understanding. Yes, yes, that's a good one. That is a good one, Pauline. Thank you. What could be, what else? What else? Give me some more options. What could be opposite of knowingness for you? What could be opposite of knowingness? Because you know that if you have knowingness, then things will be very, very easy for you. The only difficulty you have in anything is because you don't have an understanding of that topic. The only problem you will have in any area of your life is because you don't have an understanding of it. That is the basic idea. Okay, being dumb. Yes, Paul. That's so true. You go right on to the basics. I like that. Very good. Yes, yes, not knowing. That's right. Right. So any form of, say, for example, doubt. If you have any doubts in your mind about a thing, your knowingness starts to go down. Right? Do you agree to that? And you will find that in the majority of the areas of your life where you have problems, you will have lots and lots of doubts. You will have lots of fear. You will have lots of hesitation. You will have all those issues. You will not have that area is knowingness. You will not have knowingness in that area of your life. Powerful. Yes. Yes, it is really, really powerful. Okay. So you need to reach that level of knowingness. You will succeed in direct ratio to your knowingness. You will succeed in direct ratio to your knowingness. So any area, if you think about it in your life right now, it may be relationship with your daughter, it may be relationship with your brother, it may be relationship with your nephew, with your grandmother, whoever it is. The reason that you may not be amazing in that particular aspect is because you don't have knowingness in that area. Okay, it's a direct ratio. It's fascinating. It has a direct ratio. So to achieve high knowingness, you need to create and not depend on facts. And not depend on facts. Do you know what that means, or do you want me to explain? If you want me to explain, just say explain, or you got it. Because this is really, really important. Explain. Okay. Okay. Who else? Explain. Okay. Giovanni and Pauline wants me to explain. What about others? Explain. Okay. All right. Paul wants me to explain too. Okay, good. So let me explain this to you. This is really amazing. Okay. So let me go to my chart here. Yes, I know you're going to love this by the time we finish. Okay, good. Good. Okay. So let me explain how this works. Let me go back to this chart. Okay. So I just talked to you about this, and I'm going to talk to you about this again, just to make it really, really clear. This is time. Okay, this is time. This is the beginning of physical universe. This is the beginning of physical universe. So this is where, from the spiritual universe, the physical universe was born. Okay, so let's say, for example, this is the beginning of physical universe. This is how it was formed. Now, the important thing for you to know is what happens in the spiritual universe is ideas. Ideas. Okay, this is where ideas are formed, in the spiritual universe. Okay, so let me write down spiritual just so that you are not confused about this. I want you to be really clear about this. This is physical universe. This is physical universe. And here we are. Okay. Now, ideas are formed in the spiritual universe. Ideas are formed in the spiritual universe. Now, what happens to ideas is when they are born, they are put out in the physical universe. And when they are put out in the physical universe, they become facts. They become facts. Okay, so you understand that facts are degraded ideas. Okay, facts are degraded ideas. So anything that you believe is a fact is actually a degraded idea. And what happens to a fact, if it degrades more, then it becomes reason. This is shocking. I know this is really, really shocking, but you have to understand that ideas come from the spiritual universe, they become facts. So let me give you an example. An iPhone started as an idea. iPhone started an idea. Steve Jobs had an idea. Oh my God, there should be a phone that will do da 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 da. Right? And what he did is he created a fact, which is actually this physical thing, which is called an iPhone. Now that iPhone now started giving reasons, oh, this is not working because this is how this does, this is how this is done, and reason. Now the only way, and listen to this very carefully, the only way that you can improve is by first giving out ideas and creating facts. As long as you create the facts, you are powerful. The moment you start giving reasons, you have deteriorated on the scale of progress. You have deteriorated on the scale of progress, because remember, the ideas create the facts. And when the facts deteriorate, then they become a reason. And you will see some of the people around you are always giving reasons. Right? This is shocking. I know this is just powerful. This is powerful. And this explanation that I'm giving you, if you really understand and implement this in your life, this itself will make a big difference. So whatever you think about as a reason, you say, oh, this is like this because this has happened. My business is not working because it's summer. Or clients will not come to an event because it's a weekend. Whatever reason you're giving, you're actually deteriorating into the progress, on the progress scale. You're actually going down. Okay, what you need to do is you need to create ideas. You need to come up with, what, I am going to actually start marketing more. I'm going to start networking more. I'm going to start to meet 5 people a day. I'm going to do this, because now you are coming out of the fact and reason world, and now you're creating ideas. So don't get bogged down by the reason. Oh, the mortgage rules are changing, so my clients are not qualifying. Oh, the color is so and so, that's why my shirt doesn't look good, so I'm not going to go on stage. Blah blah blah. All these, what you may be doing is you may be working on reasons. And I'm telling you, reasons are way, way lower in the scale of progress. What is on top is ideas. Love it. Thank you. What do you think? Do you like that? Do you agree to that? And again, you don't have to agree to this, but I'm telling you, this is one of the most powerful content on the surface of this earth. Love it. Good. Thank you, Pauline. Yes. This is really, really amazing. Is it safe to say the reason is excuse, or why? It could be, excuse is a form of reason. Yes, it's a form of reason. When I'm talking about reason could be anything, because it does sound almost like a fact. And it's for you, when you think about reason, it sounds so familiar that it sounds as if it's a fact. You can say, for example, oh, my car broke down because it was 15 years old, right? So you said a fact and you gave a reason. So in terms of making sense, if you go to think about it, it does make sense. But I want you to come out of that making sense thing. You're welcome. So it's not wrong. I'm not saying it's wrong. Okay. Just be aware of what scale you're following. Okay. You're dropping into the area of reason. You're dropping into the area of facts. And I want you to rise up and go into the area of ideas. And there is a specific drill that we are going to cover in one of the online training that we are going to do, how you're actually going to move from reason to facts and from facts to ideas. Yes, there is an actual drill we're going to do in a training. Okay. And I'm going to tell you about that training very soon. Very, very soon. Okay. Good. What do you think about this? You like it? Yes. Good. Yes, does make sense, isn't it? Totally. Good. I'm happy. Good. All right, so to achieve high knowingness, you need to create and not depend on facts. Okay, you need to create that. You need to create. Okay, so not already created. You cannot base your success on facts. You need to create it. Okay, so you if you are in a multi-level marketing company, you say, oh, my marketing company is 60 years old, everybody knows about it, nobody's going to sign up. That's actually your thought process. You are making out a reason out of it, because aren't there people right now today that are successful in that same business? Of course there are, right? So what that person decided is not to give reason. That person decided to go into ideas and create facts. That's where he or she was different. And I want you to progress to that same level. And I'm going to show you how you do that in like I said, in some drills. Okay, good. So great. Thank you, Pauline. Thank you. So high certainty is higher income, but high certainty with force lowers your income. Because if you put in too much force, then the counter force gets stronger. So you need to be really, really aware of that. So how do you create high certainty without force? That's the real question. Now here's the circle I want to show you. This is an important circle for you to understand. Whenever you give reason, you become an effect. Whenever you give a reason, you become an effect. You become less cause when you are an effect. Now you know less because you are less cause. And now you're serious. Now you become serious because you think that you don't know. And the moment you become serious, you are going to fail. Okay? And again, the moment you fail, you give another reason for it. Okay, what do you think? What do you think? Do you see yourself, or do you know someone that follows this circle? Do you know someone that gives reasons all the time? Do you know someone that is always trying to be an effect? It may be effect of weather, it may be effect of food, it may be effect of what they're wearing, it might be effect of how they look. Everything for them is a reason. They're always trying to go down on this scale. And this is a very, very powerful, it's a dwindling spiral. It's a dwindling spiral, because the moment you go into this again, you just keep on going around this circle, which is called the circle of doom. Circle of doom. Okay, you start with reason, you become an effect, you become less cause, less you know, you become more serious and more failure. This is actually how it works. And I want you to get out of this circle. I want you to come out of this so that you can be successful. Okay, do you like that? Do you want to come out of this circle? Give me a like it, or for sure, or something in the chat box here. For sure, yeah. Yes. Because you don't want to be giving out the reason. You won't want to be the effect. Don't like the circle. Yes, 100%, Mike. Definitely, I agree. Thank you, Giovanni. Of course, Bento. Yes, 100%, right? So if you keep giving reasons, so I was late because my car was not working. I was late because the snow was too heavy. I couldn't complete my project because my internet was slow. Any reason you give, you're actually following this circle. And today, because you're aware of this, now you are going to make a point to not give reasons, but actually start forming ideas. Okay, very, very powerful. Thank you, Bento. Thank you, Pauline. Thank you, Paul. Wow, this is great. This is great. Thank you. So why is certainty so important? Oh, you're going to love this. You are going to love this. Why is certainty so important? So now, to understand that, I want you to define money. I want you to really, really understand the definition of money. Because once you understand this definition, you will understand why I'm talking so much about certainty. Why am I talking so much about knowingness? Okay, this is fascinating. Now, money, we're talking about money. Do you know what the definition of the word money is? Money is an idea backed by confidence. Money is an idea backed by confidence. Money is actually an idea. Okay, money resides in the spiritual universe. That's where money comes from. Because remember how I told you the ideas start from the spiritual universe. That's where ideas are originated. That's where, like, idea, it's not really a something. You know what I mean? Like, this is, let me go back. Let me show you something. This is fascinating. Let me show you that. So see this, if you look at this, if you look at the spiritual universe here where ideas are originated, this is nothingness. Okay, this is nothingness. Okay, there is nothing up here. And then the nothingness creates something. Okay, the nothingness creates something. So there we are. The spiritual universe is creating the physical universe. So the nothingness is what's creating the something. So the money actually starts in this zone with ideas. Somebody had an idea to have something made up on 4 wheels so that a man can travel faster. Somebody had an idea to have a body with 2 wings so that it can fly in air, right? It all started with an idea. Bento says, money is what money buys. Yes, absolutely, absolutely. And the origin of it is an idea. So if you have a brilliant idea, that's where actually it starts. That's where it starts, because money originates in the spiritual universe. And then it becomes something which is, the paper or an article or a service or something that you provide. Anything. It could be, it takes a lot of forms here, but it originates here. I want you to really, really be clear on that. Money is an idea backed by confidence. Okay. Yes, the definition is very, very powerful. Once you get that, then you're going to understand everything that is to understand about money. Yes. Okay, good. Let's go back. Let's go back here. Good. All right. So we talked about this. We talked about the human behavior, and this is where we are at. Okay. So the reason that we define money here is because I want you to understand that the origin of money is in the spiritual universe. So you need to really, really travel from where you are right now in the physical universe to actually come into the spiritual universe to make unlimited income. Unlimited income. And if you look at these powerful people who are people like Elon Musk and Bill Gates, if you think about Steve Jobs, all these people lived in the spiritual universe. They just came up with ideas, like really, really powerful ideas. And they acted upon it with so much purpose and so much alignment that they could create anything in the physical universe. Right? It's so, so powerful. So, but if you get stuck upon the facts and the reason, you still will make money. Don't get me wrong. You will still actually make money, but you won't make that fortune that you want to create. And I know because you're so powerful, you are going to create fortune. So I don't want you to restrict yourself by just making a little bit of money, right? Who wants to make a lot of money? Give me a lot of money in the chat box so I know that you want to make a lot of money. Lot of money. Yes. Yes. Oh my God. Look at Mike. Yes. Yes. A lot of money. Lots and lots of money. Yes, exactly. So if your purpose is lots and lots of money, you do need to be in that particular area of ideas of spiritual universe. Lots. Bento says lots. Pauline says lots of dollars. Oh, I like those signs. Mike, you have so many dollar signs. I love it. I love it. Maureen says a lot of money. Lots of money, says Paul. Very good. Oh my God, this is great. Okay, good. So let's look at high certainty. Let us look at high certainty. Okay. High certainty can be achieved by doing 2 things. Okay, this is really powerful. This is a good point to note. If you're taking notes, this would be a great point again. 2 things that you can do to achieve high certainty. One is you can just assume that you know. You can just start to assume that you know. Now, the problem with this is that if you really start to assume, the counter force that generated is pretty strong. Okay, because what happens, let me let me go back here. Give me 1 second again. Okay. I'm just going to go back to my drawing here. Good. Okay, so here we are. Let me explain you this. This is fascinating. Okay, now here you are. Here you are. Okay, so this is you, right? This is you. Now all these years, and this is time. This is time. Our friend right here. Now this is you. All this time, you have been making some decisions. Okay, all this time, here you've made a decision, here you've made a decision, here you've made a decision, and all these decisions that you've been making, you've got certain results, right? So let me show you what you've got so far. Okay, so let's see, this was you at this time, this was you at this time. Okay, this is amazing. Once you get it, you will love it. Okay, now today you are here. Okay, today you're here. Wow, how do you like you? You like it? Okay, so today you're here. Now, what ends up happening is really interesting. It's really interesting. You look at yourself, okay, you look at yourself and you look at your past. You look at what has been happening in your life. Let's make you thinner. Let's make you really, really thin so you'll be proud of yourself. You don't need to be thin, but if you like it that way. I know, it does look good. Okay, so now let's look at this. This is you and this is your past. Now you look at your past and you look at all these times where you were in effect. Okay, you say, oh my God, I did this wrong. I did not do this correctly. I should have done this. I should have done that. You know, all these things happen here. Now, one fine day you attend Amit's webinar and Amit says, start to assume that you know. Yes, I know you're laughing out there. Okay, good. So you assume that you know, but now the problem is all these times that you went wrong now start to bother you because you made all these things wrong. Are you with me? Are you getting this idea? And that is the reason why you just are not able to assume that you know. Because if you try to assume, again, you're putting in a little bit of force there. You're trying to assume that you know, but every time you've done something wrong, you think that you've done a big mistake. You said, oh my God, I should not have done that. And today you decide to assume yourself, but all these things that you have done wrong do not allow you, do not let you to come to that decision that you know. Because it counteracts. This is the counter intention I'm talking about. Okay, so this your past, which are all these things that you were unsuccessful at. You were unsuccessful at probably getting water from the filter. You were unsuccessful at getting that deal. You were unsuccessful at making a sale. You were unsuccessful in any relationship. Whatever you were unsuccessful at, those things actually start to pop up and they defeat you, who is now trying to assume that you know. Great, thank you. Thank you. This is amazing. This is amazing. Okay. And that's the problem with all these assumptions. You cannot assume because all this past failures stop you from assuming. So what's the other way? The other way is actually get the data, the knowledge about how you can sell and get to that knowingness so you can earn unlimited income. Do you like option number 1 or option number 2? You like option number 1 or 2? What's best for you right now? What do you think is the best option for you right now? So number 1 is assuming that you know. So you just start assuming that you know, or you actually get the data, the knowledge about how to sell and get to knowingness so you can earn unlimited income. My mind leads to 2. Yes, Giovanni, that's perfect. That's perfect. But I prefer 1. Yes, oh my God, you got it, Giovanni, you got it. I like her, I like the answer. Paul says 2. Yes, Paul, that's amazing. And that is so true, because what you want to really do is you want 2 as an answer, you want to get the data, but you want to follow a shortcut. So here's what you can do. Okay, and this is what I did when I learned this data, when I started implementing this for myself and my clients. Number 2, Pauline wants number 2. Yes, Pauline, that's right. That's right. You can start with number 1 right now while you're getting the data. While you're getting the data, you start with number 1. And you will find some opposition from the past. You will find the physical universe actually retaliating against you. Oh, what makes you think that? What makes you think that? Well, why do you think you can do that now? You've not done it in the past, and blah, 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 blah. All these barriers and these obstacles and these considerations will actually try to stop you, because you're now assuming suddenly that you know. But in the meantime, you want to start getting the real data, the real knowledge, so that you will be unbeatable. Okay. So I know that you want to make lots of money. I saw all those dollar signs floating around the chat box 5 minutes ago. So I know the answer to this question. Good. So what's the basic for sales is, if you are in business, you must be good at sales, whether you like it or not. You must be good at sales, because all successful businessmen are sales masters. All successful businessmen are sales masters. So if you see any successful person in business, you can actually just know that he is good at sales. Because no one, I have not seen a single person being enormously successful in business who's actually not a great salesman. He's himself or herself a great salesman. Now, you can hire somebody to make the sales for you. Of course, you can hire somebody. I don't disagree to that. And eventually in your business, once it grows to a specific level, definitely go ahead and do that. And I will be actually talking about how to do that in the online training too. But till you get to that level, you need to develop the sales skills. You need to develop the ability to sell. Because if you're in business, you must be good at sales. What ends up happening is, if you yourself are not good at sales, you're going to hire someone like a salesman or a saleswoman. They are going to do the sales for you, and you as a business owner are going to be depending on them. So imagine that you are the owner of this business, this multi-million-dollar business, and you're depending on them to do the sales for you because you are not good at it. Right? That's not the best scenario to be in, right? You want that ability. You want to learn the skill of sales so that you're amazing at it. And you want to do the training so that your staff gets amazing at it. And that's how you sort of can assign or delegate this task of selling to them. But first, you need to be amazing at at selling. Now, have you seen some people that do so much? And you always wonder, how do they do that? How in the world does that person do so much? Right? It's like amazing. I'm hardly able to put in 40 hours of work on my timesheet and at my job. And this person who's my manager in the factory does so much work. You might say, how does this person sell 15 houses a month where I'm having trouble selling 2 houses a month? How does this person does so much in one cleanup, 15 floors, I'm able to clean up only 2 floors, right? You see these people around all the time, and you always wonder why that happens, right? And you need to get the exact data on how to sell. Okay? You need to have the exact data on how to sell. This is the knowledge that I'm talking about. You need to have the correct intention with no counter intention. That's the real secret. And how do you get that? You get that through Advanced Business Training Online Series. The Advanced Business Training Online Series. I'm doing a very, very special online series where I'm going to talk about how to achieve all the successes that you've been looking for in business. Okay, so I'm going to tell you a little bit about this online series, and then I'm going to teach you and talk about some other fascinating facts about selling. So let me share something about this online series. It's going to be 10 online seminars. This is about 20 hours of solid content. And you are going to discover your exact roadmap to explosive growth. I'm going to actually walk you through the entire business organization and how to be cause in your business. You will be cause after these 10 online seminars. That's the whole purpose of this seminar. So what's covered in the online series? First of all, you will learn how to solve the problem of force and counterforce. You will actually have a solution to that. The second thing you are going to learn is about how to create certainty. You will be certain in your business once you go through this program. You will have the highest level actually of certainty. And you will know the real secret of making money, because there is a real secret. I told you the definition of money, but there is actually a secret of how to get there. Okay, it takes me a little time for me to explain you the whole thing. So I'm going to do that in one special segment that I'm going to do as a part of this training. And you will know some things about human behavior that are just fascinating human behavior skills. Now, this is very important. There are 14 barriers that your prospect have for buying from you. 14 barriers. They're actually barriers. And your job is to remove those barriers. Because until you remove those barriers, they're not going to buy from you. Because they are barriers for them, not for you. And you need to identify them. And that's what I'm going to teach you how to do that in this advanced business training. The value of this is $5,000. Okay? You're also going to learn how to make high profit sales. I'm going to talk about high profit sales in this. I'm going to talk to you about the sales process to break it into small, simple, doable steps so it becomes really easy for you to master. I'm going to teach you some communication skills to improve your relationships with clients. Because remember, all businesses are built on relationships. All businesses are built on relationships. Okay? And you're going to increase the business organization to skyrocket your bottom line. Once you're done with this seminar, your business will be organized like no other, because you will have the tools that are required to organize your business. Okay? The value again is $5,000. Now I'm doing some bonus teaching as a part of this online series. First of all, I'm teaching you the system of organization that will make you at least 100% more efficient, at least. Okay? At least. Do you like that? Do you like being at least 100% more efficient? Yes. Because imagine what's going to happen if you become 100% efficient. It's just unbelievable, right? That's what I'm going to teach you, how to become efficient. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Pauline. Perfect. That's what we're going to talk about. You are going to connect with customers at a much deeper level to build trust, because that's what it's all about. Once you have the relationship, once you have the trust with your clients, you will have no problem in selling. In fact, you will find that you don't have to sell to them anymore. They will buy because they trust you. They will come to you to buy. Okay? You will learn these principles. And also I'm going to talk about the 5 business models. And you will discover, you can pick and choose what model works for you. There are 5 basic models in business. If you're not aware of these 5 basic models, you should be. And once you know about these models, you can pick and choose what model works for your business. And I'm going to explain all 5 models to you in this online training. So I have a special for you today. It's only $997 plus tax. Okay, only $997 plus tax. Now there are additional bonuses. I'm going to do exercises, worksheets, and transformational education. This is what I did today is an introduction to this, so you kind of have an idea where this starts. But by the time we're done with these 10 online webinars, you are going to be a totally different person, because you are going to look at things totally differently than what you're looking at it today. Really, really powerful. Okay, you're going to learn how to dominate in your industry in 90 days or less. So the moment we're done with the 10 online seminars, you will be in a position to dominate your industry in the next 90 days. You will know, because I will teach you, I'll give you the tools that are required to dominate your industry. Okay, really, really powerful. Now, do you want a discount? I want to see a capital yes if you want a discount. Capital yes. I don't see a capital yes yet. Oh, typing. Okay, okay, good. Yes, Pauline needs a discount. Maureen needs a discount. Paul also wants a discount. Who else? Who else wants a discount? No one else? They want the regular $9.97 price, I guess. The regular $9.97. No, okay, okay. You want? Okay, yes, yes. Great. Okay. So what I have for you today is a very, very special offer, and this is one of the best offers I have offered. So do you want a small discount or a big discount? I forgot to ask you that, because if you want a small discount, I can reduce it by about $10. Big, big. Okay. Paul wants a big, big discount, not just big. He wants a big, big. Okay, Paul. Big. Okay. Okay. Good. Good. Huge. Pauline wants huge discount. Okay. Good. So here it is. Here it is. Tonight, if you sign up, it is not going to be $9.97, but it's a shocking price. It's a shocking price of only $197 plus tax. Only $197 plus tax. Okay. And what you do is you go to this website right here. It is called, I'm just going to type it in the chat box, so you can just click there and sign up, yourprofoundsolutions.com/online training. Okay, there we go. So you just go to that site right now and you sign up with only $197. Once you click that link, you can still hear me. So don't worry about not hearing me, because I'm going to teach you a couple of more pieces of information, some data that I want to give you before you go today, so that you will be more equipped with more information in order to make more sales. But I want you to really go to that link right now and sign up. Now, some of you are already signed up here, so that's great. That is phenomenal, actually. Pauline, you've already signed up. Maureen, you've already signed up. Excellent. Very good. Mike, you've already signed up. That's amazing. That is amazing. Yes, yes, you've already signed up. That's great. Wow. Okay, good. So if you've not signed up yet, this is one of the best programs that I offer, and I'm offering this for $197 plus tax only for a few more hours, I should say. And once you lose this opportunity, the bonuses that come along with it will drop, or you will see the price go up. Okay, something is going to happen, but the best offer is only today. Only today. And this is very important for you to know, because very important for sales, for that matter, is if you promise something to your clients, follow through with that. Please, please, please follow through with that. Okay. And so don't say that this offer is only valid for today and then keep it valid for another 2 months. That's not good. Okay. You have to make some change to the offer, some change. So let me give you an example. I offered a program in recently, about 3 months ago, and I offered that program with my one-on-one coaching training. I said, if you sign up for that particular program, you get my one-on-one coaching couple of sessions, right? And then what I did is subsequently, I offered the program at the same price, but I took away the one-on-one coaching. So it's not the same offer anymore. And you can do that. But do not offer the same price 2 months from now and say that this offer is good for only today. That's being unethical. Okay, so what is not unethical, what is ethical thing to do is offer something. Maybe you'll decide to offer some bonuses, but take away those bonuses for people who sign up later. Okay, so maybe you offer a program for $2,000, but you offer that for $2,000 and these 5 bonus things, right? So if you want to continue to offer that product for $2,000, you can definitely do that, but then change up the bonus offers a little bit. Don't offer 5, because remember, the people who bought on the first day should get the best offer. They do get the best offer. And then the people who sign up later on, they instead of the 5, they only get 3 bonus offers, right? Then you reduce it to 2, then you reduce it to 1, or you can tweak it to lesser value. So instead of offering a one-on-one coaching, you say, hey, you know what, you will be part of a group coaching program. Something has to change in order for you to be ethical. You are keeping yourself ethical, and you're keeping your client, who's the buyer of that program, ethical. Okay, does that make sense? Makes sense. I want you to type makes sense if that makes sense to you. Very, very important. Very important to you. Good. Thank you, Paul. Makes sense. Good, good. And if you follow me, you will see me doing the same thing. You may see me offering it at the same price, but my bonuses do change. Like even for today, what I'm offering, I have special bonuses for people who sign up today, right? And some people signed up in the masterclass that I recently had for the same price. But again, the bonuses that I'm offering today will not be available when I do this webinar for the next group of people. I cannot. I'm not ethical then. Okay, so you need to listen to what the offer is for yourself and design it in such a way that you can either not lower the price anymore, you go back to the original price, or if you want to keep the price the same, change the bonuses, lower the bonuses, take off the bonuses, don't offer any more bonuses, whatever changes you want to make. But it's very important that you don't offer it. Now you will see sometimes I say something, say go to my website tonight and you will see this, and you see this, next day morning you log in, boom, that thing is gone. And then clients would call me the next day and say, hey Amit, you offered me that last night, can I get that deal? And I actually have to say no to that person, because the people who signed up that night, it would be unethical for them if I offer the same deal to the next guy who's calling me the next day. Okay, so it's very important for you to keep ethics in. Makes a lot of sense. Good, thank you. All right, so let's move on. So what do you get in the training? Just to recap again, you will learn how to solve the problem of force and counterforce. We will be talking about certainty with no force. You will actually learn a mechanism how you can be certain with no force. And you will learn the secret of making money. You are going to learn about human behavior, and you will remove the 14 barriers. Oh my God, these barriers are just spectacular. Spectacular. Okay, so you should sign up on that particular training right now. It is only for $197. Only. It's a ridiculous price for 10 sessions. This is a ridiculous price. Okay? But that's what I'm offering. yourprofoundsolutions.com/online training. That's where you go to sign up for the 10 sessions. Okay, good. So what is the definition? Let me share with you something really, really spectacular, as I know a couple of people are signing up still. So you can continue with the process and you will hear me, but I want you to give some more data before we finish off today. Okay, is it okay if I give you more data, or do you want to stop? It's up to you. It's actually up to you. If you want more data, I have to see more data in the chat. Otherwise, we can close the night tonight. Yes, Paul says yes. Okay, good. More data. Okay. All right. Only Paul and Pauline wants more data. That's it. Paul and Pauline. Mike, me too. Oh, okay. Thank you. Yes. Okay. More data. Okay. Good. All right. Good. I'm sold. All right. Let's go. So, what is the definition of a salesperson? What do you think is the definition of a salesperson? Throw some ideas in here. What do you think is the definition of a salesperson? Because you want to be the best salesperson in your company. You want to acquire the skill and the ability to be the best salesperson, right? Because you want a viable business. You want to be an ever-growing business. Selling a comb to a bald-headed man. Oh my God, Paul. That would be the ultimate salesperson, right? Slightly unethical, but yes, that's the ultimate salesperson. Good. So what would be the definition of a salesperson? And it's very important, because once you understand the definition, you will understand where you stand, how good you are as a salesperson. This is really amazing. This is fascinating. Offering merchant or services solve other people's problems. Oh, I like that. That's amazing. Mike says, offering merchant or service to solve another people's problems. Very good. Very good. Excellent. So let's see the definition that I have here. A salesperson is a person who helps. That's the first idea I want you to install in your mind. You're actually helping the client. Okay, you're helping the prospect to exchange with his product or service with an intention to cause an improvement for the prospect. Okay, you really, really have to get this. A salesperson is a person who helps. So the first idea I want you to install in your mind is selling is helping. Selling is helping. I want you to write maybe in capital letters, in red letters, and underline it, or whatever, however you want to do it. But I want this to be very, very crystal clear in your mind that selling is actually helping. And the prospect, you're helping the prospect to exchange. Okay, so the exchange may be in terms of money, it may be exchange of your services, it may be exchange of some product that you're doing with them, it might be a bartering system that you have, it might be any exchange that you have agreed to with the prospect in order to help the prospect. Okay, so something that the salesperson has helped with his product or service. So it really, really needs to help the prospect with an intention to cause the improvement for the prospect. So it has to benefit the prospect. That's the real salesperson definition. Because if you sell something which is not beneficial to the client, you're actually not a good salesperson. You're actually not, because it's not helping the prospect. So you need to first of all help, and you need to receive an exchange. So people who just deliver and ongoing, they just keep giving information and stuff, but they don't get anything. They're actually not doing a good job of being a salesperson, because there is no exchange. There has to be an exchange because it's a sale. And like I said, sales, it doesn't have to be always money. It could be so many other things. It could be other services. It could be other product. It could be a satisfaction that you receive. It could be a hug that you receive from your child. It could be kisses that you receive from your wife. It could be anything that you receive in return of what you do for that person. Okay, so it might be a card that you receive from your client. It might be a thank you letter that you receive from your teacher. It could be anything, right? But it's an exchange that has to happen in order for that product or the service and causing improvement for the prospect. Okay, do you like that definition? What do you think about that definition? It's really amazing, because once you understand this, you will understand how salespeople function, and you will become amazing at it. Great, thank you. Thank you. So if you have a product or a service that is really has an intention of causing an improvement, and you have the intention to actually help the client and get an exchange for us, you are an amazing salesperson. You are an amazing salesperson. That's what you need to develop, and that's what you need to gain the ability to do. Okay, good. So what is the purpose of a salesperson? What is the purpose of a salesperson? You already saw the definition. Now we're looking at the purpose. So if you are the salesperson in your business right now, what is your purpose? This is crazy. This is just unbelievable. What is the purpose? What is your purpose as a salesperson? Because if you get this aspect, if you get the definition, the purpose, you're at least starting on the right track. You are on the right path to success. And you will find that people who've been in sales for years and years and years, you go to that person and say, by the way, do you know what's the definition of salesperson? And that person has no idea. And I've actually done this. Of course, I didn't give them my definition, but I asked them, so what do you think? What does a salesperson really, what's the definition? What do you think? And the sales person had no idea. He did not have, and he was doing it for a long time, a long time. Okay, but he had no idea what the definition of a salesperson was. It was shocking. It was shocking. Purpose of the salesperson. Yes, Paul says purpose is to sell. Yes, very good. Very good. What's the purpose of a salesperson? What is the purpose of a salesperson? What do you think is the purpose? It's not easy, isn't it? Yes. But you need to know, in order for you to be amazing as a salesperson of your business, you need to be great at knowing these definitions, these purposes, because this is the basis of how you're actually going to increase the sales in your business. We are working on some very, very foundational aspects before I take you on to the next level. Because once you understand the foundation, once you have a solid ground as to what we're going to work on, then the online training becomes easier and easier, because we're just going to build on this. Okay, it's really powerful. Pauline says, provide services to the client. Excellent. Very good. Very good. That's amazing. So here it is. The salesperson's purpose is to help by causing an improvement of the prospect situation by using his products or services. So their product is to help by causing an improvement. So if you do not help the client, if your product does not help the client to cause any kind of improvement, it could be if you're selling some weight loss pills, if the client does not lose weight, okay? If you promise the client that they will be able to run 10 kilometers and they do not run 10 kilometers by the end of your program, right? Then you're actually proving it to them that you're not a good salesperson. It's fascinating. So your purpose is to really help by causing the improvement. You're actually causing the improvement for the client because they're using your products and services. And if you understand this definition and apply it, you will actually not only get sales, but you'll also get referrals from that person. Because you're not just selling and saying, okay, goodbye, here's the money, here's your credit card, and I'm out of here. You're actually following up with them to see to it that the improvement actually takes place. And that's the real satisfaction that the client is getting. And that's your purpose. As a salesperson, that is your purpose. And you are achieving that purpose if you follow through with them until it causes an improvement because of your product or your service. Okay, that's the real purpose of a salesperson. Okay, really, really amazing. Now, what's the responsibility of a salesperson? We're going to talk about that. The prospect has barriers to buying. The prospect has barriers. They have specific conditions that need to be handled from their perspective. They have some problems, and you need to handle their problems, right? They have certain considerations that prevent them from buying or buying from you. So they may go out and buy from someone else, but they won't buy from you. Why? What is the reason? You need to find that out. And there's a specific way to do that. Okay? So what is the responsibility of a salesman? The responsibility is to discover these barriers. So you need to know what the barriers is. So if you are in a business of selling someone, diabetic, solving a diabetic problem, you need to discover what are their barriers as a diabetic person. Why should they get rid of their diabetes? If your purpose is to train someone to run a marathon, you need to know what are their barriers. Oh, this person has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as a barrier. That's why they cannot run a marathon, right? You look at a person who is a speaker and you talk to them, and there is again a certain way that I'm going to teach you. You will be able to identify what the barriers are. And once you identify the barriers, now you're speaking their language. You're not selling to them anymore. Now they want to buy from you. Okay, because unless you identify those barriers, you will want to sell, right? You want to push, you want to sell, you want to sell, you want to sell. But once you understand their barrier and you start to talk about the barriers, how your product is going to solve their problems, then they're going to buy. They're actually going to buy. There is no problem in them buying because you are resolving the barriers. Okay, is that powerful or what? Really amazing. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, good. So that's it for today. I really, really want you to go and sign up for this. If you've already signed up, then that's great. We are going to start in about 4 weeks. Mike, powerful. Thank you, Mike. Thank you. Mike, you're already in the program. I'm looking forward to having you and giving you some amazing, amazing information. Your business is going to skyrocket. I'm looking forward to having you in this training. Good, good. But it's only 140 for 197 with all the benefits that I described to you. You will get the bonuses that I told you about tonight. Okay, you will learn how to remove those 14 barriers. There are 14 barriers which not only you should know, but you should be able to tackle them, handle them for your clients. Okay, again, thank you so much, and I'm so glad to register. Yes, thank you, Mike. You will love it. You will love it. I'm glad you are in the program too. So if you're not in the program, this is the time to get into the program at this price and with these bonus offers. Okay, again, like I mentioned to you, the price and the bonuses will not be the same. They will actually start to go down very, very soon, but they are available tonight. Okay, so yourprofoundsolutions.com/online training. That's where you go to. Okay, thank you so much for your time today, and go to Facebook and give me a win that you've had. Tell me what you've learned in today's webinar. So say something. You don't have to tell them what you learned, but tell them or say on your Facebook page and tag me that you learned some amazing thing in the webinar and this was good, that was good, whatever you want to put, and tag me. And once you tag me, then I will send you the video recording of today's webinar for free. Okay, so go to Facebook, put that comment in, and thank you so much for attending. Thank you, Amit. This is great. Thank you, Pauline. Thank you so much. Paul, call me, clear something. Sure, Paul. I will do that. Not a problem. Thank you. Nita, great lesson today. Good night. Yes, thank you, Nita. Thank you. Best wishes for your lovely family. Thank you, Mike. Thank you. Perfect. All right. Thank you so much. I'm going to end the webinar. Have a great evening. And stay tuned about when the program is starting. I might have an introduction to the whole online training very soon. I want you to jump on the online training introduction because this is really, really going to be amazing. Okay, I'm looking forward to having you the training. Thank you so much. Have a good night and take care. Bye for now.